shit out of my face.
Come on, let me just ask you a couple
I
questions.
say, get that shit out of my face.
Dude, easy, all right?
I'll fucking show you easy. I know who you are. I know what you're doing. I'm gonna smash your shit fucking right up.
It's the first major political convention since the September 11th attack.
So I guess the police have decided that they want to talk to me. I'm not sure what they would like to talk to me about.
We're not here to provoke anyone. We came here to exercise our First Amendment rights and to stand up and say that we disagree that this party is for a police state. Coming up to the line.
You corporate media are fucking awesome. Look, king out! We have nothing! Join us!
Beneath the surface of the world are the rules of science, but beneath them there is a far deeper set of rules, a matrix of pure mathematics which explains the nature of the rules of science and how it is we can understand them in the first place.
To see a world in a grain of sand and a heaven in a wild flower. Hold infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in an hour.
What is the system that everything has to adhere to if there is no God?
So you had these ideas and you had to be very careful because at any moment they would bite you. They sounded great, but they were very dangerous. But then, of course, people get scared. So they pull back from the edge of the precipice.
Well, this is not a matter of liking it or not. It is, you have here this proof and one has to live with it.
This film is about how a small group of the most brilliant minds unraveled our old cozy certainties about maths and the universe. It is also about how once they had looked at these problems, they could not look away and pursued the questions to the brink of insanity and then over it to madness and suicide. But for all their tragedies, what they saw is still true. Their contemporaries largely rejected the significance of their work, and we have yet to fully inherit it. Today, we still stand only on the threshold of the world they saw.
1,200 years ago, the people of Tibet developed a comprehensive medical system. They understood how the mind can powerfully affect the body. They knew subtle ways of changing the body's chemistry with medicines made from plants and minerals. They blessed their medicines and their patients in lengthy rituals. And they encoded this knowledge in a series of elaborate paintings. Today, Tibetan medicine is the focus of a worldwide interest in traditional medical knowledge.
There are some great questions that have intrigued and haunted us since the dawn of humanity. What is out there? How did we get here? What is the world made of? The story of our search to answer those questions is the story of science. Of all human endeavors, science has had the greatest impact on our lives, on how we see the world, on how we see ourselves. Its ideas, its achievements, its results are all around us. So, how did we arrive at the modern world? Well, that is more surprising and more human than you might think. The history of science is often told as a series of eureka moments, the ultimate triumph of the rational mind. But the truth is that power and passion, rivalry and sheer blind chance have played equally significant parts. In this series, I'll be offering a different view of how science happens. It's been shaped as much by what's outside the laboratory as inside. This is the story of how history made science and science made history, and how the ideas that were generated changed our world. It is a tale of power, proof, and passion.
Man is on a quest to develop machines that read each other's thoughts. There have already been key breakthroughs, but how close are we to actual mind control?
Is it possible that hackers of the future could somehow manage to peek inside our own heads? Yes.
We'll uncover a machine that could soon read the mind of a terrorist before he attacks. A man who makes a telephone call just by thinking about it. People who say their thoughts are already being hacked by an outside force.
One possible strand of mind control would be a sort of thought theft.
This technology can empower the mind to do remarkable things.
Come here on 150U.
Or reprogram us to do things against our will.
The barrier between science and science fiction is all but evaporated.
This series investigates how the impossible is becoming possible and what it might mean in the future.
Ancient stone fingers reaching for the sky and stretching out over several miles.
People who are basically one step removed from cavemen were quarrying these giant stones, some of them weighing 100, 200 tons, even up to 350 tons.
a complex of stone structures dating back more than 10,000 years.
He just stands there asking us to go figure, how was this done? What's the background to this?
Were they meant to be seen by people in the sky? And who could have been flying at that time other than extraterrestrials?
And the remains of an Incan temple, reported to have otherworldly origins.
They wanted that in the far future the question comes up, have we been visited by outer space?
Millions of people around the world believe we have been visited in the past by extraterrestrial beings. What if it were true? Did ancient aliens really help to shape our history? And if so, is there an extraterrestrial explanation for the Earth's most mysterious, unexplained structures?
Water. Water, the most common substance on Earth. It is with us every moment of our lives. But do we know the secrets of this amazing element? Where did it come from? Who bestowed water on our planet? And why? The only such planet in the universe. Perhaps only water itself knows the answers to these questions. There is just as much water on Earth today as there was when everything began. When the world was born and acquired the shape and sensations we know so well.
The Big Bang. A torrent of energy that propelled our universe from nothing into everything, creating both space and time. It's the best theory yet of what happened at the beginning of time. But a new generation of scientists is daring to contemplate what was once thought impossible. Are we wrong about the Big Bang? And might we soon discover what happened before the beginning? Space, time, life itself. The secrets of the cosmos lie through the wormhole.